Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel here. It's CoachFury and we are back with the latest episode of our Chicago Bulls Let's Play series in Draft Day Sports Pro Basketball 21. And last time when we left off, fair to say that we were on a bit of a nice little upward projection really for the season so far. We've obviously been heavily detailed in setting player instructions to make sure that we get our younger players shooting more efficiently, in particular. I think the biggest progress we've seen is in terms of Zach LaVine and getting his numbers up better by basically just telling him as much as possible, drive to that basket. We don't want you doing anything else other than driving to the basket, drawing fouls and contact, which is where he seems to be very efficient in terms of attacker and bucket getter. So I think last time we didn't actually set his player instructions, so we'll just go ahead and we will certainly do that for now. So we want you to drive and shoot more at the expense of posting up. So plan today really is just to try and get ourselves into the week before the trade deadline, and then have a little bit of a chat about, well, maybe what we want to do at the trade deadline, if there are any moves we want to make, see if we get any other trade offers. We've obviously had one continuously at the moment from the Milwaukee Bucks, which we've certainly not been interested in. And yeah, we'll see what happens then. And I'll be keen to get your feedback at that point. We'll take a little look, see who's available, see if we can try and make a move or not. But for now, it's pretty much progress as we've been going, really. Trying to get ourselves forward into the trade deadline the week before. And let's see if we've got any interesting games coming up, whether we want to look at them. We haven't really got that much of interest coming up before then. Not really. So I think we'll just keep progressing to that point. Right, let's get ourselves going forward. We've obviously had a couple of interesting team incidents we've had to sort out as well. That might drive the decision in terms of whether we want to make a trade or not. As we start with 137 points in a win against Washington, that's great. So we're now 0.5, and as soon as I say that, we lose to Philadelphia. And we beat Cleveland, which is probably expected. So we're definitely hovering around that 0.5 mark. We've got a couple of things in the inbox here. A couple of scouting updates and a trade rumour. Yes, Thaddeus Young, you are on the block. That's probably not surprising to anyone. So we've got a couple of guys out there, but they're not actually in the rotation, so that doesn't bother us too much. Let's get ourselves to that week before the trade deadline. That's the main thing to get going here. Milwaukee get a bit of revenge on us there and beat us in that one. And we've got Markkinen out. How long are you out for? Oh, 12 days. Okay, that's a bit of a killer for us. But it means Young will have to come in. Williams will get the start again. He's been out of the rotation for a little while. He's been playing off the bench because Thaddeus Young has been performing fairly well for us. But we'll get ourselves forward. 12 days. Yeah, okay. We'll leave him out until the 1st of Feb, I think. It means Young comes in. And we have an inbox email. Trade rumour. Yeah, okay. We'll always admit the guys are on the block because it doesn't seem to have any downside. It always seems to mean that their attitude is fine after that. So let's get ourselves going forward. We lose to Minnesota. That's a tough one to take. I would expect us to be close in that one, but we lost by 4 there. We are getting a lot of inbox emails about trade rumours now. I'm guessing because we're building up to the trade deadline. We haven't had any actual offers though since that Milwaukee Bucks one that's sort of early on in the season. Beat Sacramento to go 23-24. Then lose to Cleveland. Oh, that's a tough one on the road to lose that. And we've got more inbox messages. All trade rumours. Okay. Oh, no, actually a trade offer. Okay. Right. So they're offering Forbes and Wilson. Okay. Let's take a look at them. Don't actually know who they are. DJ Wilson is pretty much trash. And who's the other one? It was Forbes. Okay, 2 terrible players. His shooting numbers are actually pretty good. Yeah, I'm not worried about giving a second round pick for that though. Oh, Janice is out for a bit. Yeah, I'm not going to accept that one, guys. I think there's no point us doing that, to be honest. We'd admit. Okay, he's actually did decrease actually. Right, okay. Yeah, attitude increase. It's the first time I've seen it attitude decrease on that. We will decline this offer. We are not interested in giving up the second round pick, to be honest. and we'll keep ourselves moving forward to the 1st of February. Nice win there against San Antonio. We're definitely a 0.500 team this year, which is, again, really surprising. We are round about there, which in a weak Eastern Conference might be enough for a playoff berth, which would be very surprising in the first year of this Let's Play. Yeah, this is the same Bucks deal we've been getting every single time, and every single time. I don't want Bobby Portis's contract. I don't know why you're still offering me that. Offer me something different, at least. So we've got a couple of days until the week before the trade deadline now. Nice win there against Toronto to go 25-27. And a few more inbox messages. Trade rumor and an update on scouting. Yep. Right, we've got one more day to go. We can get there and then we'll do a bit of a review, I think. Oh, sweet. Yep, okay. So we're about to play the Pelicans, but more importantly, let's take a little look at our how we've been getting on. So we definitely bounced around in January with wins and losses all over the place. Let's take a little look into it. So we lost to Celtics. Yeah, okay. Jason Tatum having a pretty good game there. Thaddeus Young shooting pretty atrociously. So is White, actually, in that one. Let's take a little look at the win against the Wizards. That was a nice win. And not in overtime. We put 137 points up in regular time. Yeah, much better shooting performances all round, really. Levine taking an awful lot of threes, though. Williams' numbers look better. That was a very good performance, actually. So it looks like obviously Levine is certainly our main volume scorer. Let's take a little look at the loss to the Cavs. That was a more painful one. We forced them into 16 turnovers. We had 14 ourselves, though. 12 of 29 from Levine, 2 of 10 from downtown, though. That's just, I don't understand why he's taking so many 3-point shots when we're basically telling him to drive and shoot. That pull up, you can't get rid of that pull up jumper. I'm not sure where that sits, because I think that's where the pull up jumper is, where he's shooting those threes. It's a shame because there's no option here. I guess the pull up jumper's linked to the drive and shoot, and it's sort of the negative impact because they're driving. So I don't know. Don't really understand that one. But you know, we've filtered around the 0.500 mark, definitely. Some losses to sort of the Pacers and the Nets, and then we beat the Raptors in a pretty good game. Levine, much better shooting numbers. So let's take a little look at this. So shooting 42% now. 32% from downtown. Yeah, so his pull-up numbers, you'd expect them to be very similar, but they're not. So probably we'll get Kobe White to drive and shoot at the extent of catch and shoot. Let's sort that one out first. Okay, drive and shoot. Okay, he's already doing that until the 7th. That's fine. So let's just take a little look at our shooting numbers. Hopefully we've seen a bit of a better performance from some of these guys. Markin is shooting 46%, so he's now shooting a career best, really. 39% from downtown as well. So I'm really happy with how he's turning out. Post-up shots, catch and shoots, less driving and shooting, which is good. Levine, how are you looking? The 44, yeah, you're near sort of your average, really. Just that 3-point percentage number. I just don't want you shooting threes, to be perfectly honest. Just don't know how to get rid of it, because I'm telling you to drive. A pull-up jumper I can't get rid of for some reason. Williams, how's your numbers looking? 4.17. Yeah, you're just terrible at shooting. What have we got you going on? Yeah, we need to give it that post-up shot, which I think we are. Let's just take a look at the steps here. Yeah, drive and shoot more, post up less. Okay, so we've done everything we can do in terms of the player instructions for now. We haven't had any other trade offers, but we are a week away from the trade deadline now, which means that guys are on the trade block. So let's take a little look at what we've got available. Not really surprising that when we look at the point guards, likes of Ricky Rubio is available. Not the best shooter, but his passing and handling is pretty exceptional. He's a playmaker and a ball magician, so a pretty good point guard. I mean, how old is Rubio now? He's 30 years old, so he's probably in prime of his career. Got likes of Connolly, Hill, Lin. I mean, Lowry is obviously there. He's expiring, $30 million contract. If we look at the shooting guard, I mean, probably the biggest name there is Bradley Beal, who is putting up some pretty solid numbers. Not exceptional, but he is definitely a star. Bradley, yeah, not a lot else there. I mean, Jimmy Butler is on the trade block, which is surprising. Again, huge contract. Not great shooting numbers, but probably because that pull-up jumper, you just can't get rid of it. He's driving past, driving shoot, but he's pretty good inside. Gordon Hayward's on there, Ingles. Not much else outside of those guys. And in the front court positions, you've got Blake Griffin, who is at this moment in time past it, unfortunately. Reed is there. Then we've got Whiteside in terms of centres. Vucevic. Gobert is on the block, which is surprising. Yeah, that's pretty much everything inside. I mean, post-up shot and pass. Yeah. That is, yeah, he is pretty much a one-dimensional player, but very efficient at what he does. Drummond is there. Siakam is actually on there as well. Got some good numbers. So there's a range of guys. I mean, there's nothing really to me that stands out as like, yes, we need to probably look at trading them. I mean, I think we can probably have a little look and see what might be available for some of our guys we want to probably move. Can certainly do that now. So I mean, Thaddeus Young is a guy, 13 million, 2 years left on his deal. Someone might want him. He's only a 2-star player, but he obviously is a stretch 4 at this moment in time in his career. So we'll go around just to see if anyone is interested in him. We can obviously use the get offer button to see. We'll get an immediate response to whether anyone actually wants to make a move for him. Doesn't look like we're going to get many offers for him. But we'll plug away. We'll just offer him out to every single team, really. See if we can get someone to buy on him. I'm guessing that contract and his lack of any other real ability is probably the hindrance here. Okay, so there's no one really interested in you, Thaddeus Young. We might have to sit your contract for a while. Otto Porter, $28 million expiring. I mean, I don't think we're going to get many offers for him. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get that many offers for guys, really. I mean, we can certainly shop Levine. I mean, I'm certainly open to if we can get like a first round pick for him or something. We can certainly make that happen. Okay, so the Nets have thrown in Allen, Bowen, and DeAndre Jordan. So DeAndre Jordan at this point is that's a really bad deal. 10 million 3 years for him. He's only going to go downhill from there. Allen obviously looks like a good prospect, but he's expiring, and Bowen looks like he's on a 1-year deal as well. So we're probably not going to take that. That would certainly favour them more than it would favour us at this moment in time. So the Pistons are offering a 2nd round pick, Hayes and Rose. Hayes has some potential. He's a pretty terrible shooter though. And Derrick Rose is someone that we're not interested in, so we're probably not going to take that either. Again, guys, if you watch this back and if there is something that you think, oh yeah, we can, that's probably something you should try and make a move on, we can certainly look at it. So we can get some bonus, but we don't really need that front court player. I'm not overly interested in that one. Get rid of the second round pick there. So there is some offer for interest in Levine. Oh, okay. Jarrett Jackson Jr. Okay, fairly good prospect. Brandon Clark, front court player. Okay. And Carl Anderson on 2 years. A second round pick in Levine. Maybe we'll come back to that one. I mean, Jackson is certainly a good, interesting prospect. They're offering D'Angelo Russell, which is, again, we don't probably want him either. Yeah, I mean, he's on a pretty large deal given what his ability is. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm taking that. I am definitely taking that. Levine for Eric Bledsoe and 2 first-round picks. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. Game won't let me do that, but they've offered it to me. Okay, I think this is definitely a bug I'm going to have to raise with the development team. But as evidence, you've all seen on the recording that I actually did get this offer. I'm going to go in and certainly take that from the Pelicans. So Bledsoe and 2021 first round pick and a 2023 first round pick for Levine. We are definitely going to take that. It does mean I'm going to have to go in and fudge it though, because for some reason the game won't take that deal. So let's go in. Chicago, going to commissioner mode. New Orleans. They were offering Bledsoe. If I can find you. Bledsoe, their first round pick this year and their first round pick in 23 for Levine. I would definitely 100% take that and run. That was a fantastic deal, I have to say. For some reason it favours the Pelicans. I don't know why. I'll tell you what I can do actually. Before we do that, before I go in and try and fudge it basically from what they've offered, let's just see if we offered that deal, if they would take it if I actually put it together. It might well be just a bug on the get offers thing. So Bledsoe, first round pick. No, so okay, they've offered it to me. I'm going to go in and just fudge it and take it, because that's definitely a bug I'll have to raise with the development team, because they shouldn't really be offering me a deal and then not doing it. So I'll certainly go in and take that. What I'll do before I do that though, just so that I can make sure that it definitely gets raised. We will save this as Bulls trade offer bug. We'll save it there so we can send that off. And then we'll make another save as well. So this will be our Bulls YouTube correct version. Just so that we can send a version off that was before the trade. I've screenshotted the evidence as well. But I mean, we can't wait for the development team to sort that out. I'm sorry, but if they've offered me a deal and they've offered it to me and I say, yep, I'll take that deal, it should just go through and it should just work. Right, so it was Levine from the Pelicans, their first round pick this year, first round pick in 2023, and Bledsoe. We will make that trade happen. There we go. We fudged it, unfortunately. But, that's sometimes what happens, unfortunately, with these types of games. We'll raise that as a bug, but we'll take that trade offer. And yeah, okay, I think we'll end the episode there on a bit of a weird one. But we have completed one trade. That was just a fantastic deal. We could not turn that down. The fact that we've got, I know Bledsoe is a little bit older. We'll probably have to ride out his contract. It's obviously going up. He's still a very effective point guard for us. We'll probably play him off the bench and still keep White in there. But 2 first-round picks for Levine, I will certainly take that any day of the week. If you've got any other ideas in terms of trade deals, things that we should try and make a move on, looking at the what's available, obviously drop me a line in the comments section, and we'll certainly try and do it next time. And we'll come back and look at see what trade offers there are as we get towards the trade deadline.